What is going on, my beautiful people? So in this video, we are going to talk about how God can make you fireproof. What do I mean by fireproof? Firstly, it's freezing cold in here, man. If you guys are experiencing this cold weather hitting, hope you're safe out there. Hope you're staying warm. That goes perfectly with talking about fire. How can God make us fireproof, man? Basically, there are times where we have a fire in our life. And what that basically is the fires are problems you got going on, situations you got going on, things that are causing you a lot of havoc, insecurities you have that are kind of just like lingering over you, things that are making your life kind of heck. It's making it very tough to live by, man. These are the fires in our life. And a lot of times we want to be taken out of that fire. We want God to say, like, I'm going to take you out of this fire. Sorry, let me spit out my gum. I didn't even realize I was chewing it.
Like that.
I'm going to put that right there. But basically, you got the fires in your life and you want God to just take you out of it. What I mean is, like, there's parts of your life where, let's say you have an insecurity, man. Okay, firstly, let's talk about the fire. Let's talk about the fire. I'm going to jump straight into the story in the Bible about this, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it after. And my experiences with how God has done this in my life and how he can do it in your life, man. So firstly, there's a story in the Bible about Daniel. And Daniel and his 3 friends were told to worship this golden statue that this king, Nebuchadnezzar, whatever his name is, put up. He put up this gold statue and they're like, worship this gold statue. Daniel and his friends are like, heck no, we're not going to worship that. We only worship God. And Nebuchadnezzar is like, all right, then, well, I'm going to throw you into the fire, man. You want to hold up your God, go into this fire. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get y'all. Y'all going to burn up. So he throws them in. He throws them into this fire, and he's expecting them to burn up. Of course, we all would expect them to do that. Even the guards on the outside are literally like passed out because of this. But somehow, some way, they don't burn up because God is with them. And they said to Nebuchadnezzar that God can easily snap his fingers and take us out of it. Like, allow this fire not to happen. Allow this to not even to come past. But we trust that we're doing his will. We are just trying to focus on his will. And even if he doesn't take us out of this fire, we're still going to be happy doing his will. We're still only going to worship God. That's all we want to do, man. Trusting that his will is better than anything that we can have. That is true faith right there. That is real hard faith that a lot of us would have trouble in those moments trying to like live by that. But he doesn't take him out of the fire. He doesn't take them out of the fire, but God goes into the fire with them and is there with them. So instead of making the fire never happen and having them never go into the fire, God made them fireproof. They don't get burned. They live and survive this. And Nebuchadnezzar is like, what the heck? I'm going to worship your God now. So he made them fireproof, man. So what if in our situations where we have our fires going on, we have the things going on where it's like, damn, God, please just take me out of this. What if God isn't wanting always to take us out of the fire? He could easily snap his finger and say, I'm never going to let this happen to you. I'm never going to let any obstacles come in your way. But instead, he wants us to look at him and ask him to bring him into the fire so that he can make us fireproof. And the way that this has been shown in my life is like I always thought, like with certain things, we have our own fires. So your own fire is your own thing, but certain things kind of suck, and it's like just a lingering thing over you. Like for me, one of the things was like my smile. I always had a hard time with my smile because I used to have very crooked teeth growing up as a kid, and it was something I was always insecure about. And I never realized how much it was lingering on me. It was taken away from my joy, taken away from my experience, and I never realized, like I would always think like, God, just give me a perfect smile. Or my hair. I don't have like super thick hair. I have very fine hair, very straight hair. And God could instantly snap his fingers and give me the most beautiful, thick, luscious hair and also give me an absolutely perfect smile. But that didn't happen. And what I realized is that slowly but surely that's helped me place my confidence in the Lord, place me in my approval needed in the Lord, place all that stuff in the Lord. And what that did is he didn't take the fire away from me. He didn't take the insecurities and things. Well, he didn't take the way that it is made away from me, but he made me fireproof. Now, like if I had instantly got a perfect smile, perfect hair, anything like that, I would have been good. I would have been feeling good, but I could not have handled anything that would have came my way. I wouldn't have been confident in like, oh, if I lost that, would I have been okay? If something happened to me, would I have been okay? But now God has made me fireproof because I am confident in who I am now. I'm very happy in who I am now. And I know that let's say I go bald, let's say I get into a car accident and all of a sudden lose my arms, legs, I'm confident that I'm gonna still live life to the fullest because I have Jesus Christ in my life. And we all have Jesus Christ in our life. We can smile, we can be happy about it because we got Jesus Christ in our life. That's the best thing about it, man. And I'm excited, happy, joyous, overflowing because you are fireproof already, man. God already has you in the palm of his hands. He's going to protect you. He's going to keep you safe. But maybe in your prayers, you could just start asking instead of saying, like, God, please take this away from me. God, please take this fire out of my life. Please take this person that's causing me havoc out of my life. You can start saying, God, please come into my life. God, please come into the situation. God, please move powerfully in me and change my heart so that I'm not insecure about this. Please change in my heart so that these people don't get the best of me. That's pretty damn amazing, right? Like, God can work in mysterious ways, but he can also work in amazing ways. And he is going to work in amazing ways if you just sit there, you ask him to help with your situation, man. And it's just the confidence and the fearlessness that I feel I can now walk into any situation, because it's not like my confidence isn't placed in this. My confidence isn't placed about how my hair comes out, how my smile looks, how anything looks, man. If you have this, if you want to walk around with this fearlessness, with this happiness, this joy that cannot be taken away by your circumstance, place your confidence in the Lord and allow God to make you fireproof and to realize that you are fireproof. You're already fireproof, but you just got to go to the Bible. You got to go and remember that God is telling you that you are fireproof. Remember these stories of Daniel and of the three people that he was with and how they were made fireproof, and know that you have that same power inside of you. I love you guys. What is the best part about your week? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to talk with y'all about it. Love you guys. Peace.